Welcome back to Real Narrative, your home for the most gripping, emotional, and life-changing stories on the internet. If you love deep, meaningful drama, please hit that subscribe button and drop a like on this video right now. Your support truly means the world to our team. Don't forget to share this story with your friends and loved ones and turn on that notification bell so you never miss a single upload. Thank you so much for riding with us. Now, sit back, relax, and let's dive right into today's story. Report, Tiwa commanded quietly. Bode tapped the keyboard, pulling up a series of frantic closed-circuit footage and social media screenshots. Miss Chloe went straight to the Lekki flagship store within 2 hours of your brunch, ma'am. She was tyrannical. She demanded our head tailors drop everything to alter 3 unreleased diamond-draped silk gowns that were reserved for the Paris runway. She brought her entire camera crew into the showroom, completely disrupting our paying VIP clients. Tiwa watched the footage of Chloe screaming at an intern who hadn't brought her champagne fast enough. She also used your personal name to secure a luxury yacht charter for tonight, Bode continued. She threw a massive all-white VIP party on the water. We tracked her guest list. It's mostly random reality TV stars and influencers. She has spent over 14 million naira of your store credit in 48 hours and she hasn't sent you a single text message to see if you're okay during your detox. Bode brought up a log of secure emails and private lounge reservations. Miss Kemi didn't touch the clothes. Instead, she used your private concierge directory to schedule an emergency meeting at a secure cigar lounge in Ikoyi with Jean-Luc, your primary French investor. Our undercover security earpiece caught the conversation. She pitched her own boutique consulting firm to them, claiming that you are emotionally unstable, losing control of Solarin Hot, and that they should route their upcoming West African distribution funds through her company instead. A sharp, painful coldness settled into Tiwa's chest. The betrayal cut deep, but it didn't surprise her. And what about Fumi? Bode's expression softened completely, a rare smile breaking across the security chief's face. Miss Fumi did not visit the luxury store, ma'am. She called the manager and asked if she could exchange the luxury clothing allowance for raw utility assets. She withdrew 3 industrial sewn machines from our training warehouse, 10 heavy rolls of basic cotton fabric, and used the digital fund to completely pay off the outstanding 6-month rent for the community center in the Makoko slums where she teaches. Tiwa leaned forward, her eyes fixed on the screen. She also used your personal medical retainer to bring a team of private doctors down to the floating village, Bode whispered. They spent all day vaccinating 40 children and providing free malaria medication. Our trackers show she told everyone the resources came from an anonymous angel. She never even used your name to take the credit. Tiwa closed her eyes, a heavy tear caressing her lashes and running down her cheek. The contrast was staggering. 2 women had used her life's work to feed their insatiable vanity and corporate greed, while the one who had every right to ask for her help had quietly gone into the trenches to save lives without asking for a single kudos. On Sunday evening, the dining room of Tiwa's Ikoyi penthouse was lit by the warm glow of a minimalist crystal chandelier. The table was set with exquisite Nigerian fusion dishes, gourmet jollof rice, grilled prawns, and slow-roasted short ribs served on gold-rimmed ceramic plates. Tiwa sat at the head of the table, dressed in a simple, commanding black silk jumpsuit. To her left sat Chloe, whose face was completely covered in heavy, camera-ready makeup, her neck dripping with a diamond necklace she had taken from Tiwa's vault. To her right sat Komi, stripping away a diamond necklace she had taken from Tiwa's vault. To her right sat Komi, looking cold, poised, and utterly victorious. At the far end sat Fumi, looking exhausted but deeply peaceful, her hands washed clean of the mainland dust. Babe, this weekend was a movie, Chloe boasted, taking a selfie with her wine glass. My engagement's up by 400%. The gowns were a total hit. You are the best friend any girl could ask for. It was indeed a productive weekend, Komi said smoothly, cutting her steak with precision. Smug, quiet Chiki. Managed to arrange me some high-level networking that will benefit us all in the long run. Tiwa looked at them, the silence hanging heavily in the room, until the laughter died down. She reached into her pocket, pulled out 3 gilt tablets, sliding them across the polished wood table. Sharp, sudden click of tablets on wood. I'm glad you both enjoyed yourselves, Tiwa said as she dropped into a dangerously calm register. Low, cunning breath. Fumi replied. That was the first time anyone will ever use my name, my money, or my space. The room went completely freezing. Chloe's smile shattered. Kemi paused mid-bite, her eyes darting to the tablet screen. What is the meaning of this, Tiwa? Kemi asked, her voice instantly hardening. It means I watched everything, Tiwa said evenly, leaning forward. Chloe, you cleared out my showroom, insulted my young interns who work day and night, and threw a trashy party on a yacht just to chase validation from strangers. You didn't care about my brand. You treated my life's work like a free costume change. Chloe stood up, her face flushing red under her makeup. She let out a defensive laugh. Are you crazy? You gave me the cards. You said there were no rules. Don't turn around and play the victim because I actually know how to live a fancy life. I gave you freedom so I could see your truth, Chloe. And your truth is empty. You can retrieve your diamonds on the table and get out of my house. Chloe snatched her designer bag. You are an insecure, lonely woman, Tiwa. No wonder you can't keep a man or a real friend. Enjoy your money alone. She stormed out, her heavy heels pounding against the marble until the front door slammed shut. Tiwa turned her gaze slowly to Kemi. And you, the brilliant corporate strategist, you went behind my back to Jean-Luc. You tried to convince my international partners that I am losing my mind so you could steal my distribution contracts. 5 years of friendship, Kemi, and you sold me out for a seat at a table that doesn't even belong to you. Kemi didn't scream. She slowly wiped her mouth with a linen napkin, her expression cold and calculating. It's called business, Tiwa. You've grown soft sitting on your billions. I am ambitious. I don't apologize for taking an opportunity. If you can't protect your own house, don't blame the wolf who walks through the open door. She stood up, adjusted her sharp blazer, and walked out of the penthouse with a slow, graceful arrogance, leaving a trail of expensive perfume in her wake. The dining room became absolutely silent. The remaining candles flickered softly. Tiwa turned her eyes down the long table toward Fumi, who sat frozen, her hands trembling in her lap.